Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jacqueline. I'm a third grade teacher. This is my first year teaching, and I teach in a Title I school in Louisiana. As you guys have heard, the coronavirus is rising here in Louisiana, so they shut down all of our schools, so I am currently not teaching in the classroom right now. So in this video, I will be sharing what life looks like as a teacher who is not teaching in the classroom right now, and how that is working, how I'm interacting with my kids and stuff like that. So as a teacher, I love teaching, I love my students, and I love seeing them progress. So currently I am not teaching in a classroom, I'm not able to see my students, and I don't know how they're progressing. So you can definitely say that I feel very out of place right now, especially during this time where I don't know when I'm going to see them again. So right now I've been sending them like kind of a calendar of what to follow if they'd like to, but also they can go into our parish website and there's a ton of fun and engaging sites that they can explore on there. So that's been like super awesome. I've explored some of the sites myself and they're fun. And I know my students are going to love them. But I would say it's hard not knowing what exactly they're working on, so I cannot enforce any activities or any lessons on them because a lot of them don't have laptops or computers, so they're kind of just free to use whatever site that they love, which is really cool. And we're just really using this time to really sharpen the skills that we already know so that they can go back and revisit some of the lessons, revisit a lot of skills that we've already done and just sharpen those skills. So during this time, I don't really get to know what they're working on. So that's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to like back off a little and just let them explore whatever they like or sharpen whatever skills that they like. So I definitely advise if you are a parent, it would just be super helpful if you like message your child's teacher and just say, hey, we're working on this. He's getting really good at this, you know? And I think that would make me feel better if I knew what my students were working on or if they were progressing in some skill. So like I would love to know if someone was working on their fluency or their math fast facts, stuff like that. That would just make me feel better knowing that they are progressing in some way in some certain skill, you know? So I know that they are distant learning in some way, shape, or form. I don't know what that looks like for each student because they're all doing whatever works for them. I definitely do feel encouraged by what I've been reading on Facebook by other parents who are just recognizing the fruit of our labor and what teachers have to go through. So I feel like usually teachers are misunderstood and overworked and underpaid and all that, and I feel like a lot of light bulbs have been going off during this whole season of every parent is now a homeschool teacher, and so I think a lot of people are recognizing just what we have to go through and just our hard work. So that's been encouraging. I also read this encouraging post about what life will look like after all this is over and how kids are going to be so excited about going back to school and people are going to start loving their jobs and how we're all going to embrace each other after all this is done. And I'm just looking forward to that day, and I'm just so hopeful for the day that we get to go back to school and all the students are just excited to learn with each other and with their peers. And I'm just excited to go back into the classroom soon, hopefully soon, because this is not easy. It's not easy to take a step back and not know what's going on in the homes of our students. So I had one friend who texted me and said, you're so lucky to be a teacher, and I guess people think I'm lucky because I'm not working and I get to stay home and still get paid, but I just want you guys to know that we're still working. Our thoughts are working. We're still communicating with our parents and our students, and this has not been a lucky time for anyone, I feel. So yes, I am blessed that I can be self-quarantined and still get paid, unlike a lot of people in this world, and that's super unfortunate. So yes, I am blessed, but I'm not lucky that this is happening, you know? I've also been sending my kids a lot of videos. One of the videos was me reading them a book. So school ended last Thursday, and the Tuesday before that Thursday, I had just ordered some books off Amazon, and I was telling my students that I'm so excited to get these books in and to read it to them, but it's not going to come until Friday, so I will just read it to them when they get back on Monday. Because we didn't have school on Friday, we had a teacher work day. And so unfortunately, school ended on Thursday. I went to school for the teacher work day on Friday, and that's when we got the message that we will not be returning back to school. Now I have a stack of books where I cannot read all of them to my students. I did read one of them. The other books are more of like, what would you do in this scenario? So one of the books is a popular one called What Would Danny Do? And pretty much Danny's a little boy, and the book gives some scenarios. And after the scenario, it says, would you do this or that? And so depending on what you would do, that's the page that you would turn to. And they're super fun, they're super cool, but I can't do that by myself. I want to know what they would do, so I can't be like, you know, this is what you should do, and then go to that page. So that's a book that I do want to wait until we are back in the classroom in person. So yeah, I sent them that one, and then my husband sent them a video of how to make a spaceship. So that one was fun. And so I'm looking for some ideas, maybe just some like home vids, like how to make a cake, how to make your bed, stuff like that, where they could kind of take a break from math and reading and use those skills to make a cake or something like that, you know. So if you have any suggestions, please comment below. I'm open to anything. So yeah, thank you for those who have been just reaching out to me, knowing that this is definitely a weird, sticky time for me, not being in the classroom and teaching and doing what I love, and not being with my students that I love so dearly. I definitely encourage you to stay home if you can. The quicker we all stay home, I feel like the quicker this will all be over and we could all go out and go back to our normal lives. If you are a parent during this time and you're not quite sure what to do, I definitely encourage you to explore the websites that your parish have recommended, and don't burn your kid out. Do what you can. I mean, spend a lot of time together and really get to know your child. So anyways, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. If there is something that you wish your teacher was doing, I would love to know what that is. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to this channel. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next video.